What is up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Today was a decent work day. Not much to talk about, just the normal boring ass day. I thought today I would show you my Lego collection that I got so far. I got about 8 cars and 2 big projects, and well, I've always kind of had a fascination with Legos. I was a Bionicle kid. I had the original OG line, all the colors, and then I had one of their enemies, which was the Shakri Roshki. That's what it's called. The ones with the spikes in their backs. And just always had a fascination with Lego, but I've never been able to afford them. Legos are freaking expensive. So after becoming a dad, and not having a lot of free time, tried to figure out what hobbies I enjoyed. And Legos are Legos are one of them for sure. So over the last couple of years, I've acquired a decent collection. It just sucks they're worth so much money. But yeah. Anyway, let's get to Lego item number 1. So kind of embarrassing. The floor was dirty after I moved the table, and I did not realize that before filming. So I cleaned it mid-video. So sorry about that. If that's your one comment that you're gonna throw in, is that the floor is dirty, I know. I cleaned it mid-video. Leave me the fuck alone. Alright, so this is my first Lego Technic car. I dusted them off the best that I could. It is the Shelby GT. It's about 1,200 to 1,500 pieces. Beautiful car. Was fun putting together. And yeah, this was the first Technic car I got. It's got the butterfly doors. It's got a little gear on top that spins the wheels. And pretty fun build. And ever since I did this, I was addicted. And not much to talk about. You can get this one in stores for about $100, I believe, $120. And yeah, moving on. All right, so this little guy is probably my smallest Technic build. It is a Lamborghini. I don't remember the model that it is. It was a 865 piece model. Super quick and easy to throw together. Only took me a few hours. But these small ones are a lot of fun. You can usually get them for about $60 to $80, and I enjoy them quite a bit. If you're looking for a cheap Lego set that'll keep you busy for a few hours, I think Lego Technic cars are perfect for that. Personally, I like getting bigger sets because, if I'm gonna invest $100 into a Lego set, right, or more, I want it to be a Lego set that's gonna take me quite a while to complete. Anyway, so these doors open to the side, just like that. Got the trunk that pops open there. And yeah, this one's well worth the money. I think you can get it at Walmart for about $60. Super pretty. Not a huge fan on how you had to do these stickers for the headlights, but with these smaller ones, that seems to be a common theme. So this is car number 2. Now this bad boy is probably my favorite out of the small Technic cars. It's a Bugatti. And it is absolutely beautiful. You know me, I love the black and yellow color scheme. I think the back has an incredible amount of detail. And this one was actually pretty damn hard to put together. These things right here were quite a pain in the ass to put on. Doors open up. Yeah. Doors open up. I don't believe it has a trunk or anything. Not many features. Once again, this spins the tires. But just a beautiful car. Another 860 piece. I believe I got this one for, I think it was on sale for like $60, $50. But this one, absolutely, I love this one. I love the way it looks. I think it's a beautiful car. These little parts that you put in the tires, these little circle things, are kind of annoying. I don't really like them, but because you got to put a sticker on the outside of them and whatnot. But other than that, this was a very fun build. I always love building the engine, and the different ways that they put that together is just fascinating to me. But yeah, this is Lego car number 3. Now this one. This one's probably the most overpriced on the list. It's a Porsche. The model, I couldn't tell you. But the reason why it's so expensive, it's actually only, I think, 900 pieces. But this is actually remote controllable. So these lights actually turn on, and they're connected by those transparent tubes inside. And so these turn on, and then the brake lights turn on. And you can actually connect it via Bluetooth to your phone and race it. And I just think that's cool as hell. This one was actually pretty hard to put together. But like I said, a little too pricey. 150 bucks for 900 pieces is a little pricey, but I get it. You're paying for the battery and whatnot. It's got a unique battery system in it. But overall, sexy ass car number 4. All right, so this one is I don't want to butcher how it's pronounced, but a Koenigsegg, I think is how you pronounce it. Probably way off. But this one's pretty neat, pretty nifty. To be honest, this one was actually probably the most underwhelming build to me. I don't like the cheapness of the stickers being the headlights once again, and the doors open straight up, which is pretty cool. But this is another one this was actually on sale for 40 bucks at my store, and it's another 800 piece one. So that's a hell of a deal. Getting an 800 piece car for 400 bucks. Generally it's like 10 cents a piece. 10 cents a piece. So pretty damn good deal. But as far building wise, this was probably the most underwhelming to me. But still a cool one nonetheless. That is Lego car number 5. So I'm actually getting the pricing wrong. On the 800 piece cars, they're actually 50 bucks. So I kept saying 60 to 80. They're usually 50, which is actually a good price considering most of the time it's 10 cents a piece. So like a 5,000 piece set is $500. So a lot of 800 to 900 piece cars are 50 bucks, and most of these smaller cars were 50 bucks, and that's actually a pretty good deal considering the piece to price ratio. So just wanted to correct myself on that. And the upcoming one that you're about to see was actually 1,600 pieces and $200. I got the price wrong on that too. Now this bad boy right here is my favorite that isn't a supercar. This is the Petronas Centium F1. And I absolutely adore this one. I think this one's cool as hell. It's 1,200 to 1,500 pieces, but I just love it. Putting it together was a very unique experience. Get you a shot of the back there. And I just really enjoyed putting this together. And this part, these, all these black pieces connecting the tires, basically, when you set it down, keeps it from rubbing on the ground. Like, it's only got a gap of about that far from hitting the ground. And I just love that when you pick it up, like basically the wheels go down and then it adjusts to its weight and then stays off the ground. Like, the building of this is like super insanely creative and awesome. I enjoy this one quite a bit. I actually have a funny story with this one. So there's actually this same model, but in a smaller scale. It's like a 600 piece car, I believe. And in the Walmart system, somehow they messed up. And this is actually I think this was like $160, $200, something like that. But they in the system, it confused it with the 600 piece one, and only showed up as $20. So like, you're gonna think I'm dumb because I argued with them and I was like, there's no way that this 1600 piece set is $20. Like, there's no way, right? Like, I was trying not to be a piece of shit and run away with it, but anyway, yeah, they ended up arguing with me and they were like, that's the price. I'm like, okay. So I got this $200 Lego set for $20 because of Walmart's fuck up. But yeah, this is the Mercedes Petronas Centium F1. I love this one quite a bit. Now, I know most of you have probably seen the supercars. Those are the two videos that, you know, I built the car and reviewed on here. But to those of you that might be here for the first time, this is the Lamborghini Xeon supercar. It was 3,500 pieces coming in at this was actually discounted at $330. Not sure why. Don't know if that's still the current sale, but usually they're about $450, so it was $100 off. Couldn't help but capitalize on it. This one, and my God, when they say supercar, do they mean it? I mean, the size, can never go reverse. The size is insane. The detail is nuts. You got the hood that comes open like this, stays open. Comes with a little briefcase inside. Don't know what it is about them with the briefcases, man. And then you got your doors that open up like this. And then, yeah, when they say supercar, they mean it. These supercars were a pain in the ass to build, but just look at that detail, man. And the back, this comes off. Revealing to you the engine inside and the tubes and pipes and like, it just so cool. The interior and all the detail in it is just insane. But I feel like once you've built a Technic car, you've built them all, you know, but I can't, if you've never built a supercar before, I can't express to you just like, yeah, you know, like, the amount of guts is just nuts. A majority, like, building the outside is very quick, but the amount of guts inside is insane. And let's move on to the McLaren. Oh yeah, and I forgot, there's a shifter in here, so you can actually put it in park, that's in drive, reverse, and then that gets the gears to turn. If you have it in park, it'll still roll forward, but the wheels like want to stop. So that's a pretty cool addition that the supercars have, being able to put it in drive, park, and reverse. Alright, so this is my favorite car out of all of them, hands down. This is the McLaren P1 supercar. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love the yellow and black color scheme. And it's more like a gold. It's very, very rich yellow. And just absolutely love this thing. The body style, and like when I see a lot of like Lego channels making videos that are like hardest builds and whatnot, and they often show a picture of the engine because the gearbox on this dude is insane. Like, just building the back of it is nuts. But anyways, the features on this, so it opens, but unlike the Lamborghini staying open by itself, it's got a little holder, which I actually do like. This has butterfly doors. Pretty dope, pretty dope. This also has the shifter on it. Oh, I missed. There we go. And my favorite feature, being able to raise and lower the shark fin. I just love that, man. It definitely, in my opinion, looks better with it all the way up, but yeah, just super cool. I love that it does that, and yeah, like the Lamborghini, you can put it in reverse, put it in drive, then the gears actually start turning. And then if you put it in park, it basically like rolls like a foot and then tries to fight you. But yeah, those are all the cars. And next on the list is getting the Bugatti, the blue Bugatti and the red Ferrari. All right, so those are all the cars. Now it's time for the big boys. All right, this, my friends, is the Titanic. It's gonna be kind of hard to show you all of it. And technically, I got bamboozled. This is actually not the official Lego Titanic. This is the, I forget the brand. It's an off-brand. I bought it because it was $100 cheaper, and the price, like, I didn't get it for like $250 like people are saying it was. Walmart specifically sold this for like $500, and the original is like $700. So I thought that that was close enough that it would make sense that it would be on sale, but at the end of the day, stupid me, Lego was not in the title. So this is actually a fucking knockoff brand. It's an exact replica, but it does bum me out that it's not Lego, and you can tell by the quality of the pieces. But this is an exact replica of what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to attempt to try to show you all of it. Shabam. And you got the wires on top. It comes apart in 3 different sections. I forgot to dust this one off. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to take it apart because that, well, I guess we could. Let's see here. How are we going to do the camera? All right, so I'm going to show you my kitchen. All right, so there we go. There's most of it. So if you take these apart, or first of all, you can actually loosen it, I think. Yeah, so that strengthens it, pulls it tight, and then that loosens it. Not very much, though. Anyway, we'll go ahead and loosen it, take these apart. I think I'm just going to take apart one part and give you a general idea. Aha! Okay, so this piece comes out. Taking the front off. And the front, and it has this badass cross section where you got the pool, you see the rooms, the stairs. This, even though unfortunately it wasn't Lego, the official brand, I'm sure that would have made for a better building experience. Even so, it was still a really fun build to make. I really can't believe, like, look at that. I really can't believe how jam-packed with detail it is. Like, it's just fun. It doesn't get too repetitive. It's really fun. It's really creative. And my God, is it big. Alright, let's try to put this thing back together. Except my dumbass does not know how to spin them. I could probably figure it out with a quick Google search. Maybe it's probably taking this part off because it comes apart here as well. But yeah, these spin. And then when you want to put it back together, you just... This table's almost too small. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to cut this part out or let y'all watch me struggle, but let's see how easy this is. This is why I didn't want to take it apart. Alright, so yeah, it just goes back on like that. And then you put this bad boy in there. I don't remember which way. And it should just easily go back down in. Yeah, it should be right. Just like that. And then, so that bar, goes through all the holes that you saw in the cross section, allowing it to easily come apart and come back together. And honestly, out of everything I've built, I think this is my favorite. I mean, it's huge. I wish it was Lego because, like, there's no question that you can absolutely tell the cheapness of this one, of the Lego, of these pieces, the knockoff brand. Like, the pieces suck, they're warped. And from what I've seen comparatively to the other videos, the colors aren't quite as vibrant. Like, you can definitely, if you were to put these side by side, you can definitely tell there's a knockoff. And at the end of the day, I would rather give my money to the people that created the thing than just creating a knockoff. But unfortunately, I got bamboozled, you know. The price was close enough that I legitimately thought it was a sale, but at the end of the day, it's my own dumbass fault. Always make sure that when you're ordering something, it says Lego on it, because I gotta admit, it did not say Lego, and I just kind of fucked that up. But yeah, there's the Titanic. Now I got one more project to show you. All right, so this is the Avengers Tower, and this comes with the story. I actually got this and completed it a year ago. And, well, I guess a year and a half ago at this point. You got a little spaceship that comes out of the garage here, which is pretty cool. Here, let me see if I can get the whole thing in frame. So, it's not quite complete, as you can see. It's supposed to... It's supposed to, you know, have the wall here, and then on the roof, it's supposed to have the top part here, and then a wall here, and then a giant antenna on the top. It's really tall. I can't seem to get it in frame. So, yeah, you got your main office downstairs. You got the iconic Captain America scene where this, you know, this is America's ass. Glass bridge, Tony Stark room, the Loki cage up here, and then, oh shit, and then yeah, the upstairs where they lounge. And so the story with this one is, all right, you see those totes over there? Persephone actually destroyed it. I built it a year and a half ago, and she demolished it. And I'm talking like she took the whole thing apart to a point that was like, I can't. There's no like page I can flip to and just put this back together. I'm gonna have to start over. And well, as you know, newer Lego sets have, numbered bags. Now I no longer have numbered bags, and this is a 5,000 piece set, 5,600 pieces, I believe. And so I bought 3 totes, threw all the pieces in that, and started putting it back together. And I shit you not, each step took like an hour just to find the pieces to start. I took it completely apart and started all over. Now, if you've seen my letting go video, then you know all the details about my divorce, my ex-wife, and the fucked up things she did to me. Whenever I was gone, and she got me kicked out of the apartment for the 2 weeks that she did, and came in and moved the guy in and all that good stuff. If you want to know more about it, go watch the letting go video. Don't come to your own assumptions that aren't true, just based off that description. I got kicked out of my house for no fucking reason. Because I wouldn't allow her to take our daughter to be at a crack hotel with this random dude she just met. So she went and got a false protective order, lied to do so. And a protective order is like a restraining order on steroids, and unfortunately, you need no proof to get them. So I got kicked out of my apartment that I just paid rent for, just bought food for, and had to hand my kid over to her. In the meantime, she came in, ate all the child's food, and moved the dude in. And then whenever we went to court to prove the protective order, and I hired a lawyer, had all the evidence in the world to prove my innocence and prove her guilty, she handed my daughter back and called her a cockblock. And she was just awful, man. But anyway, the 2 weeks that I was kicked out, I had to come back home to a dude laying in my bed with his socks in my drawers. And literally when I threatened to kick him out, she threatened to get another protective order, and I called her bluff and kicked them out, and I have not seen them since, and that was almost a year ago next month. Anyways, at the 2 weeks I was kicked out, she grabbed a handful of Lego pieces out of the totes and threw them away. So I'm building this thing from scratch, going through the effort of going through, 5,000 pieces in 3 totes, each step taking so long just to find the pieces. And then getting to parts where I'm sitting here searching for hours for a piece that isn't there because it's gone. And I know she threw them away because the pieces that are missing are pieces that would be way too big to have accidentally gotten lost. And there's just way too many missing. So I would come across a missing piece, I would order it from Lego.com, and I had to do that about 10 times. Then I would have to wait because I couldn't really progress anymore, get the piece, keep building till there was another missing piece, order it online. I have ordered a total of 10 times online. Got to where we are now, got to where I'm missing an important piece, one of these clear blue round parts, and 20 pieces to build the other. So this part basically is glass with 2 gray trim, basically gray trim. And so you need like 20, you need a shit ton of gray pieces for the trim, and there's a lot of them missing. And then the door just clamps on really easily. I got to that part and could not continue, and Lego did not offer the piece. It was out of stock, and Brick Owl did not have, is that the name of the site? No, Toy Pro. Toy Pro did not have it either. And so I ordered internationally, and I never got the order. And I'm scared of ordering again. I've ordered internationally twice. The first time the pieces actually arrived here, I only ordered 4 pieces, but it got here in a total of, I think it took like a month. But I ordered about 5 months ago and never got it. And while it's only $10, you know, ordering Lego pieces is very cheap. I'm scared of putting in another order and not getting it, but whenever I get ahead, I might go ahead and do it anyway. It's only $10. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't, but because I really want to finish this. This is a really cool set. It has a lot of minifigures, and once you get it all done, there's also, you know, from Avengers 1, that giant flying monster. There's also that you can set beside it. And then this spaceship. And then there's just like a bunch of different ways to set up the minifigures. Like they give you tubes that stick into the edges. Like you see this cross part right here. That's for a tube to go in, which will then attach to a minifigure. So, and you got them all over the place. And I had it set up in a very cool way where I actually had, so according to the picture, if you do it exactly like it says on the box, Loki is flying a cart that's coming around here, and it's attached by this wire here. And then you got Hulk hanging onto the window here. You got Black Widow jumping from here. And anyway, I actually was able, they had an extra clear piece, so this spaceship that comes with it, it folds out like that, and then the wings fold up so you can set it inside the garage. I actually set it up to where it was oh shit, you can't see it. I actually had it set up to where the spaceship was coming around like this and following Loki. And so just all the different ways you can set up the minifigures is cool. There's a shit ton of minifigures, and unfortunately I'm at a stopping point with it. And I worked on this for a year, man. Like a whole year. Just ordering pieces for an entire year, dude. I worked on this project and, you know, was scrummaging around through 5,000 pieces, not being able to find the piece, have to order it online, wait until it gets here, get it, order it, keep going until I have to order another piece. And yeah, all that's missing is basically this part, which I have mostly built, a bird, the roof, and then the antenna, and then all the minifigures. So, but this was my first Lego project as an adult, and I really enjoy it. I see it on a lot of people's lists of complaints because it's repetitive. I actually love it. I mean, look at how big this thing is, dude. And that's without the antenna on the top. It actually has about 3 or 4 more inches to go. It's huge. It is huge. And I just fell in love with it when I saw it and ordered it. But it's an interesting story to tell because, like I said, I built it. Persephone destroyed it. I got 3 totes and started looking around through the totes. Showed a lot of patience, and then realized that my ex-wife threw away pieces, and yeah, had to order pieces. I've probably spent a total of, I don't know. I mean, shipping is the hard thing. You can get like 20, 30 Lego pieces and it'd only be $5, but then it's usually like $5 in shipping. So basically every time I order, it's $10. So I've spent about $100 just ordering pieces. And then would go, run out of another piece. And yeah, just another example of why my ex-wife is so damn terrible. Cheating on me and getting me kicked out of my apartment for no reason wasn't enough. No, let's throw away the set that he's been working hard on and likes, because she always made fun of me for building Legos. She was really good to me. She was really great. But yeah, there's too much about that to explain. So I explain in detail the divorce and the letting go video. I didn't do anything. The protective order was bullshit. She got me kicked out of my apartment for no reason other than I wouldn't let her take our child to this random hotel. And that's it. And yeah, I have all the evidence in the world, and at court she dropped the order, handed my daughter back, and called her a cockblock. I had to come home and see a dude in my bed. I can't beat the shit out of him because then she has ammo, you know, like, so I don't know. If you're interested in hearing more about that story, I recommend the letting go video. It's probably my favorite video that I talked about. It was really hard for me to talk about, and unfortunately, I was wanting to save this for when it was complete, so then I could make a video about it, and that be like kind of like a metaphor for fighting through the bullshit she put me through. But anyway, that's my Lego set. We got the 8 cars, we got 3 small ones, 3 medium-sized ones, 2 supercars, the Titanic, and the Avengers set. But anyways, that's it. I appreciate you watching and clicking on this video and taking time out of your day to spend some time with me and check out this collection. I look forward to watching it grow. I have several Lego sets that I'm interested in getting. You got the Mario and Nintendo one where you got the screen, you turn a gear and the screen moves and Mario's like playing through the game, and you have the old Nintendo. The Pac-Man one I would like to get. I really want to get the Millennium Falcon because that, like, I'm not into Star Wars, but the spaceships look hard as fuck to build, so there's a lot of things that I want to get, and I definitely want to get all the supercars. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing this list grow and you guys watching it grow as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.